present outside the room. Word by word, they said. They did it 3 times. Still not sleeping. And even talked.
This is a film that countless married people can deeply relate to. Because after watching this film, you'll understand. Why is the end of marriage silent? Why do we search through our contacts but never find anyone to speak to from the heart? He is hailed as China's version of 100 Years of Loneliness. One sentence worth 10,000. His original author is the writer Liu Zhenyun, and the director was none other than his own daughter, Lucy Liu. The core of the film is just one thing. Find someone you can talk to. He simply filmed the everyday family matters and the mess of ordinary people in plain detail. Yet it deeply resonated with countless viewers. Next, let's dive into this film together, searching for the redemptive story in each person's heart, each sentence worth 10,000 sentences. It began with a couple filling out forms to get their marriage certificate. Unexpectedly, she was squeezed out by 2 middle-aged couples who were about to divorce. Staff could only first ask the other party about the reason for the divorce.
Why can't I say it? The first words I say today, next month. What about divorce and marriage certificates? The grass is gone.
The staff insisted on showing their marriage certificate, not intentionally making things difficult. Instead, it left a slight room for reconciliation in this broken marriage. This is also an important philosophical reflection embedded by author Liu Zhenyun in the original work. Many things we rush to finish, but they forget their original intention, and then the young couple returns.
We can say something specific. But before we say it, it is about what the other person is thinking.
What a pure and desirable reason this is. When the love is passionate, words are unnecessary. A single glance can reach the other person. There is no wedding in the heart. There is no romantic honeymoon. Only a few simple blessings from my sister.
Patriotism works hard in the army, then turns back as an officer and brings you to Lanzhou. Lanzhou's a major city.
Yes, I think so too.
In Pang Lina's heart, this man was her entire hope for the future. 10 years have passed in a flash, and harsh reality has become like sandpaper. It smooths out all the passion and romance. The promise to go to Lanzhou back then. It had long since vanished into thin air. After Niu Eguo transferred from the military, he failed to become an officer. Instead, he wove a sushi shop in the county town. He became a general who survived in the dust. His wife, Pang Lina, worked at a cotton mill, and they had a daughter, called Bai Hui Life, like a giant machine, crushing the passion of the past to pieces. The tacit understanding that once required no words has now become something you can't say. They sat facing each other in silence. The couple sat at a dining table. Apart from the clinking of bowls and the chopsticks, only suffocating silence remained. Many who have been through this situation will surely relate to this state. There were times when we had endless things to say, all because we shared our hopes for the future. Now there is nothing to say, is because of the life before us. Both have lost their passion. This silence with desire is more hurtful than quarrels, because she represents an insurmountable wall between hearts. The only thing that hasn't changed is Niu Eguo's unwavering habit for 10 years. Every day, he would pick up Pang Lina on time at the cotton mill gate. On this day, Pang Lina walked out of the factory gate face, expressionlessly told Niu Eguo,
It is a colleague's birthday, so I won't be going to eat soon.
You still have the perfect guy. Whose birthday is it again?
You don't recognize a simple lie, and that is how it starts to spread. Change Niu Eguo, my whole life is like a sister. Niu Exiang said this without thinking. While his niece Bai Hui was changing clothes, she lowered her voice. She told her brother about the rumors outside.
There are some rumors on the streets. Have you heard about them? Everything is said about Lina being on good terms with the wedding photography.
Impossible. The foreign woman denied it without even thinking, but in her heart, there was a seed of doubt. If one day it is planted, it will soon take root and spread wildly. He used the excuse of a friend wanting wedding photos to go to Jiang Jukai's photo studio.
Is your boss Jiang here? A friend wanted to set a date for wedding photos.
At this moment, he still held on to a sliver of hope in his heart. If Jiangju were in the shop, that proves the wife is innocent. But things just don't go as planned. The clerk told him the boss was on a business trip. Then, he went to the cake shop run by his famous wife, Zhao Xingting, pretending to casually ask if anyone at the textile factory ordered cakes.
Is this someone from a textile factory ordering identity cakes here? textile factory.
Without this outcome, it is like a basin of ice water. From head to toe, it extinguished the last spark in Niu Eguo's heart. He was completely panicked. He started searching like a madman, weaving through restaurants big and small in the county town. This reflects the typical sense of oppression in a familiar society. In a small county town, dense private networks of interpersonal networks. Rumors spread much faster and have greater destructiveness. Cities are much larger. When she walked into an ecological park hotel in the county town, a familiar laugh reached her ears. Pang Lina was sitting across from the drinking talk, and the two chatted and laughed. At this moment of expressing affection through her eyes, all the rumors became indisputable evidence. He suppressed his anger. He didn't rush in on the spot, but instead turned and left the helpless Niu Eguo. He found the most trusted comrade to complain to. I want to kill.
You're overthinking it.
So that his daughter Baihui could have a complete family cow and patriotic character, he decided to play this drama. He acted.
He specifically apprenticed to learn how to make Pang Lina's favorite squirrel, mandarin fish, because that day was their 10th wedding anniversary at night.
The home was especially cozy, as it was 10 years ago today.
We wanted to get her marriage certificate, but Pang Lina had clearly long forgotten the date. 3 cups of wine were down. The Niu Eguo, who lacks emotional intelligence, once again he started making up the grand promises she had been making for 10 years.
Once I've saved up enough money, if you rest a little, sell some to make a storefront.
Watching her husband talk endlessly, Pang Lina's eyes were full of disdain and disgust. Finally, she couldn't take it anymore. He spoke the most heartbreaking truth.
Who was we married back then?
You even said, you'd take me to Lanzhou. And later you mentioned many other things.
This sentence completely wounded Niu Eguo, who had suppressed his anger for so long. Finally, it broke through and broke the curtain. He spoke up about the important things. It never really concerned me.
Everyone has changed their minds from here. Why isn't it here? I saw it on the ecosystem people.
At this point, we finally understand the deeper reasons behind Pang Lina's betrayal. A woman can endure the dullness of life, but she couldn't bear it, living forever in the false promises her husband could never keep. When hope is dashed again and again, the heart gradually grows colder. Niu Eguo thought that as long as he painted big promises, he could cover up the powerlessness of reality. And what Pang Lina might need is just a promise that can be fulfilled, even if it is very small. The situation completely fell apart. Drinking is relentless. He insisted on inviting Pang Lina to a high-end hotel in Xinxiang for a formal end. Pang Lina lied, went to a class reunion, and decided to attend for a few days. You went to bring it back for 5 days. But he never expected the location message Jiangju sent. That very night, Niu Eguo saw him and couldn't take it anymore.
The boss went on a business trip yesterday. Where did Jiangju go?
I don't know if the next day, after Jiang Juye went on a business trip, so she entrusted her daughter to her sister and boarded the dam to Xinxiang. In this unfamiliar city, she searched like a fly with a furrowed brow, searching all day. In the end, she braved the cold wind at -10 degrees. He waited outside the hotel entrance all night. After dawn, Jiangju and Pang Lina walked out of the hotel. Niu Eguo took out his phone and recorded it, which completely drove him crazy. At that moment, he was once again filled with murderous intent. But before he could make his move, he was inexplicably brought to a temple. He knelt before the Buddha statue, begging for the Buddha's forgiveness. I don't want to kill him. Stepping out of the temple, an even more terrifying thought formed in her mind. If he couldn't bring himself to do it, why not just use others to kill with a borrowed knife? Killing with a borrowed knife is a very core plot point in the original novel. He profoundly reveals the psychological state of an honest person when cornered. But he lacked the ability and courage to solve problems. He wanted to borrow the help of his refined wife, Zhao Xingting, completing the revenge you dared not do. This was both a punishment for the other party and an outlet for his own failure.